Hello everyone. Thanks for joining us today. We've got another episode of Builders in Idaho. The topic of reviewing each builder, the nuances associated to each builder, kind of the questions that you'd want answered in order to build a new construction home, have one built for you. We just recently talked about CBH homes. Today we'll talk about Hubble, the ability and or inability to customize the niche they're in, the differences of them as a builder compared to other builders here in the Valley, some of their floor plans, communities, things like that. So quite a bit to cover. We do have some general information associated to building, referring to representation, inspections, and then pros and cons. Not just Hubble Homes, but in general, we will make a strong recommendation to have inspections done, even on a new construction home. And we've gone into details about why we would do that in other videos, which I'll link below. But we do feel that's very important to create peace of mind. We've seen issues with folks that have not. The representation associated to new construction homes, almost all builders, most will have in-house representation that are beholden obviously to the builder themselves, but myself and my team will represent you in the purchase of your home, help you negotiate and walk through the process on your behalf, as opposed to again being representing the builder themselves. There are things to consider almost for every builder. We'll often see builders have at different times of the years promotions, depending on the pace of the market, how things are progressing, meaning what they call a seller credit in the way of providing you a monetary contribution to the closing costs and other items to the purchase of your home. So those are considerations that you'll want for just about every builder. For those of you that we have not met yet, my name is Jerod Lee. I'm the associate broker team lead here at My Home Connection. And we do want to just speak briefly here about the sponsor today. It's our perfect home buying process. It's a 5-step process that we've developed over the last couple of decades to make the home buying process smooth and efficient for you. There's a lot of tools and techniques that we've implemented into the process to make that easy, from real estate secrets that lots don't know that should be familiar with, to reports, community, school, neighborhood reports, off-market properties, obviously on-market properties as well, and a 100-page lifestyle relocation guide to help familiarize yourself with the different areas of the Treasure Valley, the Boise, Idaho area that you might be looking into. And then currently we have a special offer for up to $1,000. We have some partner lenders that are contributing up to $500 for the appraisal, and we'll contribute up to $500 for the home inspection, helping to minimize some of your costs at closing. But other than that, we do want to talk about a couple of items that are often connected or tied together, associated to a builder, depending on how they approach the market. That'll dictate what their build times look like, your ability to customize, the earnest money that you'll need to put down towards the good faith of the purchase. Meaning, as an example, we talked about CBH Homes last time. They're predominantly today a spec builder. They've already identified all the details of the build process, and there's really no flexibility in changing things like colors and materials and appliances, things like that. It's all predefined, and they'll put the home on the market roughly 30 to 60 days prior to completion, so there's not a lot of ability to change that. Hubble Homes does have what they call move-in properties. I think they term it slightly different, but move-in ready that are kind of specs that they've built out that'll be ready in 30 to 60 days. They also have the ability to customize, kind of a build job where they'll bring you into the design center, let you choose your, countertops, your colors, your lighting package, things like that. Generally, I would call that a semi-custom. That's not a ground up custom. You're not, starting a floor plan from scratch. You're taking a pre-existing floor plan and making tweaks to it, personalizing it, for your liking. The earnest money can change the specs. I think we're seeing around 1% earnest money, $1,000 for every $100,000 of purchase. And then as you get into customization, they're going to have a requirement for increased earnest money contribution as you're personalizing the home. Obviously, it can make it a little more difficult for them to sell the home to others because it is customized to your liking. And that number can vary quite a bit. So reach out to us in regards to availability for customizing, what that process looks like, and we'll see if there's a good fit for you. But the other things that you'll want to note, and we're going to go to the Hubble website and talk through some of the things that I'm referring to in a little greater detail. But some of the major questions you would want to know about a builder are the quality of the home that they're building, the availability of inventory that they have, the communities they're in. The availability of Hubble Homes is pretty significant. They're one of our largest builders here in the Valley. So they've acquired a lot of land. They're a developer, so they will develop the community and then build the homes. So their communities are exclusive to their builds. They're not getting into a project with a developer and then partnering with other builders in the project. They might do that on occasion, but generally speaking, you're going to see them as the developer and the builder. They've, over the years, acquired a lot of land, developed it out, so you'll see quite a bit of inventory and communities available for them with quite a few options. As I mentioned in the prior podcast, inventory here in the Valley has been low and is anticipated to continue to be low. So if you're looking for a home here in the Treasure Valley, the Boise, Idaho area, you will probably be talking about new construction. Maybe that won't be the way you'll go, but it'll definitely have to be a topic of discussion, as that's most often the bulk of the inventory that's available. And you'll quite often find, depending on the area, that Hubble is a lot of the options available to you in the way of homes. The floor plans are pretty robust. They've been developing floor plans for quite some time. I've embedded their website here and kind of look it over to show you some examples of what I'm referring to. The current promotion, you'll see a $20,000 rate lock, again, a seller concession to lock your rate. So, in a changing financial market, that could be tremendously helpful, or to help buy down the rate. Reach out to us if you're curious what the terms are associated to any promotion that's currently active, because as you can imagine, those can change. Let's see here. There we go. The area that we're talking about, obviously they've got Idaho and then the Treasure Valley, again, the Boise, Idaho area. You're talking about Boise, Meridian, Eagle, Caldwell, areas like that. So you can break that down. You'll see often quite a few communities available. If you find the plan that you like, we can help find out if there is or will come up a floor plan in those communities that you'd like. Some of these are very popular floor plans, and they do have the ability, if you're doing a build job, to customize the floor plan. You can add different things, especially if you're starting from the ground up. You can do it at the design center, or even earlier, you can come into their interactive plan here and change a lot of those options up. So they do give you a fair bit of customization options that other builders might not give you. Again, that can change if they decide to go back to specs. Usually when the market's moving a little faster, you'll see more specs coming out than build jobs. So that can depend on the market. But the floor plan, they'll show you the different elevations of the floor plans. You'll have the ability to toggle different options on and off that you would like, either changing a room from a bedroom to maybe an open office type of scenario, things like that. So you can get something a little more in line with the specifics of what you want, and then have that built, which is a very very nice feature to have. So I would say those are the highlights. Just a larger builder, been around for a long time. The quality, as I mentioned in earlier podcasts, almost all builders, they try to maintain a quality level, but that can definitely change depending on the labor force, the materials that are available, the focus, things like that. So over time, that can change. Reach out to us and we can help you identify, today, are they building a good quality home? They have a good handle on their subs. Are they getting good quality material? Things like that. We have seen builders, over time, take their eye off the ball. In some cases, get bad reputations for doing that. And then as you're building this volume of homes, eventually you're going to have, good reviews and bad reviews. So you're going to see a mixed bag of those types of reviews. But I would say it definitely kind of depends on where you're at in time as to what people are experiencing with any particular builder. So if you are moving into the area looking for an entry level to move up home, pretty much across the valley, want a good value, Hubble is definitely going to be one of the builders that you're going to see as you're kind of traversing the landscape, looking at availability. As mentioned in the prior podcast, you'll see quite often that the lots on the east side of town, so kind of Boise, Meridian, they're getting smaller as time goes by to keep the price down as much as they can. If you're wanting a larger lot, but you like a floor plan, then moving out west is usually a good way to kind of address that. The wrap up here to kind of help you take advantage of the perfect home buying process, I'd just comment below if you're on YouTube, perfect home buying process. We can reach out to you. We have a no obligation consultation you can take advantage of just to help you assess, is the timing good? Should you wait a while? What do I need to do to prepare to buy? Or you can certainly reach out to us on our website, our top right of our website. We have our email and phone numbers. Just reference the perfect home buying process, and we'll get you started on that and help you take advantage of the special offer that we have going on right now. But we definitely love to help. I'm sure there are a lot more questions that we're willing to help address, but we'll also do some on-site or in the field, some field trips to look at these communities and the homes that each builder is building. So feel free to subscribe, and as those episodes get released, you'll get obviously get to see kind of upfront and personal what kind of homes they're building, what the communities look like. Before I forget, I guess one thing we can look at is that I usually try to mention is the communities. I would say, generally speaking, I see Hubble having pretty affordable HOA fees. Their communities aren't typically obnoxiously built out in the way of, clubhouses and pools and things like that. They will have, common areas and then maybe some either, tot lots or things like that. But most of their communities, I see them keeping the cost on the lower end, whereas we see some developers building out, pickleball courts, basketball courts, pools, clubhouses, and obviously there's a cost for those amenities. But I think typically you'll see Hubble Homes is kind of that well done but not overly done type of approach as far as their communities go. So anyway, again, we'd love to help you assess whether Hubble Homes would be a good fit for you. Again, we work with a majority of the builders here in the Valley and can help to point you in the right direction. Maybe another builder's a better fit for you, whether it's a budget or amenities of communities or quality, things like that. And we'd be glad to help. Other than that, I appreciate you joining us today, and I look forward to hearing from you. Have a blessed one.